Yo, what's up, guys? It's Dom, and you're tuning in to Talks with Dom, where we touch on a series of topics that dives into the creator within. Over time, the goal is to help each and every one of you partaking in this transformation to better understand who and where you are on your journey. So let's chop it up, guys. Right? So now we're on to point 6, the law of internal distance. Right? The farther something becomes from our present reality, the more freedom the mind has to reshape it, right? A question should be in our mind. How has distance changed the truth of what it was, right? A certain truth. I don't know if you guys have had like a certain experience in life, right? Let's just say, I don't know, like a relationship, right? Where you know that you were going, maybe a relationship of like 3 years, 4 years, I don't know, right? Something that's of longevity, right? Certain things were going on to where it was up and down, right? You're around a person that, you know what I mean? You guys couldn't align, or you guys couldn't really be like the differences between you guys wasn't the thing that was bringing you guys together, right? Two totally different people, right? And understanding that you guys couldn't get to a firm understanding within each other. Maybe one was a narcissist, maybe the other one was selfish or um, abusive with the words and stuff, like the way that they spoke and everything, the way that they seen the world itself, right? While you're in that, right, you know it may be something that's not the right thing to be in, but as time goes, things go down and you start to think back on that certain relationship of all the good things that might have happened, right? All the laughs and stuff, all the experiences that you guys truly had, places that you guys went to, people that you met through this relationship. And in some cases, parts of yourself might believe that, dang, maybe that was something I was supposed to stay around. Maybe that was something I was supposed to be like stay attached to, right? I could be. I mean, I could. It's this could just be out of nowhere, but I know to somebody that's watching this video, this aligns, this catches, right? But in a sense, right? I feel like our mind tends to do that with distance, right, from a certain reality, right? A truth could um, be basically re-evaluated, can be edited, can be reshaped, could be redesigned. The more that we separate ourselves from the actual truth itself, right? That attachment, right? And then understanding that if that's the thing that that tends to lock in with us for certain reasons of not wanting to be in full alignment with that certain truth or with that certain reality, right? Sometimes this distance strengthens attachment because reality is no longer present to correct the memory, right? We begin removing the pain, inconvenience, incompatibility, disappointment, or limitation from the picture. We remember the emotional peak, but forget the full experience, right? So just specks of certain situations that might have happened, right? We tend to see a certain perspective of a certain situation and forget about the full aspect of what the perspective was, right? Our mind has a way of dissecting into a certain part of an experience rather than the full part, right? Because with distance, certain information from us from certain experiences kind of fade, kind of disappear, kind of redesign themselves in a way, right? Uh, this could be like an old relationship, as I said before, a childhood experience, previous versions of ourselves, abandoned dreams, missed opportunity, environments we once wanted to escape, right? So missed opportunities. We may think that just because like we were this close to getting an opportunity that was going to put us closer to where we felt like we needed to be, right? As time moves away from that, right? The true reality of why that opportunity was missed may not be expressed the same way 2 or 3 years later, right? The way that opportunity being missed is expressed 3 years later may be because a certain thing was happening, right? It may be like, hey, like this was the thing, like the like this could have been the thing that changed my life, or this could have been my door in to be around these kind of people that I could have attached myself to like this kind of thing, right? But in all reality, right, the thing could have just been that the opportunity wasn't the opportunity for us at that moment, right? But the way that that opportunity made us feel in that moment may have caused our mind to have a different experience and a different expression to what that was, to what that missed opportunity was time down the line, right? um I feel like that the mind can turn what was once complicated into something pure, perfect, or irreplaceable, right? Which makes us not attached to what actually existed, but to the edited version of it, right? So that's really just tying into that certain kind of attachment to a present identity, or like a present version, right? A present reality. That's what I was searching for. Something just popped up on my phone. I kind of got distracted, but to a present reality, right? The mind can shift. The mind could make a distance, re-edit that reality from the time that it happened to time down the line when you start to think about that thing that happened again in a different form, in a different way, right? In a different perspective, right? But just touching on that, I feel like that's nothing that we truly need to dive any deeper into. Just something quick and simple. But if you guys feel like that I need to touch on this part just a tad bit longer, you guys feel like that is something that you didn't understand, something that I didn't explain well, a point that you felt like I went totally to the left on, please let me know in the comments, guys. I want you to put things that you're thinking in the comments, right? Not just to help me, but to help you guys better understand and to help us as a whole be able to grow and become better and create more, right? Have more ideas, right? If you like these points and everything so far, though, like and subscribe. Tell a person to tell a person. Let's bring this community together. Let's expand. Let's continue to get big. Let's continue to grow. Let's continue to further that marker, right? Let's continue to start and finish. And let's get to it, guys, until the next one.